Hello guys, how are you doing? So let's talk about panic attacks. Panic attacks are shit. Like really, I think that they are one of the worst things that I have experienced in my life, especially when I didn't know what was going on. Basically, for those of you who do not know, the description that you get on the internet says panic attacks are an intense wave of fear characterized by its unexpectedness and debilitating, immobilizing intensity. So basically, what it felt like for me was feeling like you are going to pass out. And since I was anorexic for several years, I passed out because I was too hungry several times. So it definitely feels like you are about to pass out, and you really have problems breathing, so you either cannot inhale or exhale properly, so you feel you're actually hyperventilating because you are trying to breathe as deep and fast as you can, but you are just like, your muscles are contracted and you cannot breathe. You feel tingling sensations like all over your body and cold sweats, and you feel like you're having a heart attack or that you are going to die. You have this intense fear of dying. This is what I experienced, but the most common symptoms are pounding heart, increased heart rate, sweating, trembling or shaking, sensation of shortness of breath or feeling like you're smothering or being smothered, feeling like you're choking on something, chest pains, nausea, feeling dizzy or unsteady or like you're going to pass out, sensation of heat or chills, numbness or tingling, derealization, depersonalization, and fear of dying. The reasons why panic attacks arise are still not very clear to science as far as I understand. In my case, it was usually because of the hypochondria. I was extremely hypochondriac, and if I had some symptoms that I googled and saw that it's probably nose cancer or something like that, I would just be so intensely scared of dying because of that, which is weird because I wanted to die in a way. I mean, like, it's really weird. I just had like really intense panic attacks when I read descriptions of blood or diseases or something like that. So not even graphic, but reading about it just made me go into a panic attack. I think that basically the root of it is that I was not sure of my body. I never trusted my body, so I really just felt like it's going to fail me, and I was afraid of that, and this is basically what made me have panic attacks. And then when I had my mental breakdown, I had panic attacks almost every day, and because I had severe flashbacks and post-traumatic stress disorder, I had panic attacks all the time. Once I had it for like 6 hours non-stop, so when the symptoms started to go down, it started again. And for almost an entire day, I was just in a panic attack, and I had problems breathing, and it was horrible. So another reasons for a person to have a panic attack might be a trauma in the past. So I think that post-traumatic stress disorder is characterized by panic attacks as well. Maybe some phobias or anxieties, like if you have an anxiety disorder, then your brain might just start functioning wrongly. So some areas of your brain are malfunctioning in a way, or maybe stress or some kind of other event that might have caused you to have panic attacks. What my experience suggests is that a lot of people actually do have panic attacks. Not all of them happen all the time. Some people might have them like once a year or maybe just once in their life. And if it only happened to you once, then I mean, maybe it is a reason to be alarmed. But basically it's a fight or flight response just taken to another level. So it's something normal, but not really normal because it's this intense. So if it only happened to you once, then I don't think that you have to worry, but if it happens to you continuously, then it is totally worth going and seeing a specialist. I know that people are often afraid or ashamed to go to a doctor and tell them that they have panic attacks. At least this is my case, so I would never, like, if I didn't have a mental breakdown, I would never go to a doctor and still continue having my panic attacks. Some people don't even know that panic attacks are treatable, and actually they are really easy to treat medically, but also, well, I will go into it later. So please, if you are suffering from anxiety disorder or panic disorder, or if you have panic attacks all the time, or at least, I don't know, once a month or so, it can be really debilitating, and it can make your life quality much worse. So I would just go to a doctor, seek professional help. So please do that if you are suffering from panic attacks. I had panic attacks so many times, I'm sick of it. First of all, they can be treated by therapy if they are caused by some kind of phobia or stress or anxiety or trauma. I mean, anyway, if you have some kind of a mental health issue, talk therapy, like cognitive behavioral therapy, all sorts of therapies are helpful, and they are there for us, and there is nothing shameful in going to a doctor because it's their job, and trust me, they have seen way worse cases than you are probably. And then the doctor might do talk therapy with you, or they might prescribe you some medication. So the medication that is used to treat panic attacks is usually anti-anxiety, antidepressants, anticonvulsants, and benzodiazepines. So in my case, I was taking antidepressants, and the panic attacks stopped, or at least they became much lighter, and then eventually stopped when I increased the dosage of antidepressants that I was taking. Then I was on antipsychotics for a couple of weeks or maybe a month, but it was a horrible experience, and I just quit them cold turkey because half of my hair fell out because of that. But I didn't have any panic attacks or any emotions whatsoever when I was on antipsychotics. And benzodiazepines, you take them topically, so if you feel like you are super anxious and about to go into a panic attack, you can take them. Or if a panic attack has started, and they sort of relax you, and they are like tranquilizers, I'm not sure. So I took phenazepam. I am pretty sure that it is not legal in most of the countries. In my country it is. So maybe some other lighter stuff that you can use and buy in your country. Yeah, so I think that was it. So you don't really need to use medication all the time, so maybe just use it topically, like benzodiazepines. Please don't overdo your medication. If your doctor prescribes it to you only in severe cases, just only take it then, because most of this stuff is really addictive, and then you might feel even worse after you quit it. Yeah, so go see a doctor, try some talk therapy. I hope that you get some help that you need if you are suffering from panic attacks, because I know how horrible this experience is. Yeah, I hope that it was helpful, and thank you very much for watching, you guys. I really love you, and really thank you for watching my videos. See you in the next one, and be a nice human. Bye.